Angelina Jolie, a life between shadows and light. A name that echoes through Hollywood and beyond, a name synonymous with beauty, strength, and compassion. But behind the glamorous red carpets and box office hits lies a woman whose life has been marked by contrasts between light and darkness, fame and pain, rebellion and redemption. This is the story of Angelina Jolie, actress, director, activist, and mother, a woman who has lived many lives within one. Childhood and family background. Angelina Jolie Voigt was born on June 4, 1975, in Los Angeles, California. Her parents, actor Jon Voight and actress Marceline Bertrand, were both part of Hollywood, but Angelina's childhood was far from a fairy tale. When she was just a year old, her parents separated, leaving Marceline to raise Angelina and her brother James Haven largely on her own. Growing up, Jolie often felt like an outsider. Her mother gave up her acting career to dedicate herself to her children, but Angelina struggled with a deep sense of loneliness and insecurity. She admired her mother's strength and warmth, traits that would later shape her own identity. But she also inherited a complicated relationship with her father. Jon Voight's absence and public controversies left emotional scars that would take years for Angelina to confront. A troubled youth. As a teenager, Angelina was far from the poised star we know today. She was rebellious, misunderstood, and fascinated by the darker sides of life. She attended Beverly Hills High School but felt alienated from her wealthy classmates. She dressed in black, collected knives, and experimented with self-expression in ways that often alarmed those around her. At one point, she even dreamed of becoming a funeral director. Acting at that time seemed distant, a shadow from her family's past. But deep down, there was a spark, a need to channel her emotions into something greater. The beginning of an acting career. Angelina's journey into acting began in her late teens when she joined the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute, studying method acting and appearing in several stage productions. Her early film roles were modest, small appearances in low-budget movies like Cyborg 2 and Hackers. But it was through these roles that she began to stand out. Her fierce intensity, emotional depth, and striking screen presence made her impossible to ignore. Then, in 1998, came her breakthrough performance in HBO's Gia, where she portrayed the tragic life of supermodel Gia Karangi. Angelina's performance was raw, vulnerable, and unforgettable. It earned her a Golden Globe and cemented her reputation as one of the most talented young actresses in Hollywood. The rise to stardom. The following year, Angelina Jolie's career exploded. Her role as Lisa Rowe in Girl Interrupted, 1999, opposite Winona Ryder, earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The world finally saw what critics had been whispering. Jolie was not just beautiful, she was a force of nature. But fame came with its own set of challenges. Her rebellious image, tattoos, and unconventional personality fascinated the media. She became known as the wild child of Hollywood, a woman unafraid to defy expectations. Then came Lara Croft, Tomb Raider in 2001, the role that transformed her into a global superstar. Playing the adventurous archaeologist Lara Croft, Jolie trained for months in martial arts and stunts. The film was a commercial hit and established her as one of the most recognizable faces in the world. Yet, while the world saw a glamorous action hero, Angelina was beginning to look inward. Transformation and humanitarian awakening. During the filming of Tomb Raider in Cambodia, Angelina witnessed extreme poverty and suffering firsthand. This experience changed her life. She began traveling to war zones and refugee camps, eventually becoming a Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. For the next 2 decades, Jolie's humanitarian work became a central part of her identity. She visited more than 30 countries, advocating for refugees, women's rights, and education. Her dedication went far beyond symbolic gestures. She donated millions of dollars, founded the Jolie Pitt Foundation, and used her fame to give a voice to the voiceless. Love, family, and media frenzy. Angelina's personal life has always fascinated the public. She married actor Johnny Lee Miller in 1996, but their union was short-lived. Her next marriage to Billy Bob Thornton in 2000 attracted massive media attention. The couple was known for their eccentric behavior and passionate connection, but by 2003 that relationship too ended. Then, in 2005, came one of the most talked about relationships in Hollywood history, her partnership with Brad Pitt. Their meeting on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith sparked both chemistry and controversy, as Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston at the time. The world became obsessed with Brangelina. Together, they adopted children from Cambodia, Ethiopia, and Vietnam, and later had biological children of their own. Their family became a symbol of diversity and compassion. Yet behind the perfect image, life was not without struggles. After more than a decade together, Jolie filed for divorce in 2016, citing irreconcilable differences. The separation was highly publicized, and once again, Angelina found herself navigating fame, motherhood, and heartbreak under the spotlight. Facing health challenges and inspiring millions. In 2013, Angelina Jolie made a decision that would redefine courage for millions of women. After discovering she carried a gene mutation that increased her risk of breast cancer, she chose to undergo a preventive double mastectomy. Her decision, and the way she publicly shared it in an op-ed for the New York Times, was met with global admiration. Jolie's openness helped countless women feel empowered to take control of their health. She later underwent another preventive surgery to remove her ovaries. Through it all, she remained graceful, honest, and deeply human. Her message was clear: strength is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. The director's chair. As Angelina matured, so did her artistic ambitions. She stepped behind the camera to direct and produce films that explored human suffering and resilience. Her directorial debut, In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, told the story of love and war in Bosnia. It was followed by Unbroken, 2014, based on the life of World War II hero Louis Zamperini, and First They Killed My Father, 2017, a powerful film about the Cambodian genocide told through the eyes of a child. Through her work, Jolie proved that she was more than a movie star. She was a storyteller with a purpose. Her films, often emotionally challenging, reflect her deep empathy and her desire to make sense of human pain. A complex icon. Angelina Jolie is a paradox, fierce yet fragile, glamorous yet grounded. She has lived through extremes of fame and scrutiny, yet she continues to evolve, guided by a sense of responsibility and compassion. In interviews, she often speaks about the importance of authenticity, of embracing one's scars rather than hiding them. "What defines us," she once said, "is how we rise after falling." That philosophy runs through every chapter of her life, from troubled teenager to Oscar-winning actress, from global activist to devoted mother of 6. Today, she continues her humanitarian work, supports her children's creative paths, and advocates for human rights through the Jolie Pitt Foundation and the UN. She has also launched projects focused on education, women's empowerment, and the prevention of sexual violence in conflict zones. Legacy and reflection. Angelina Jolie's legacy extends far beyond the silver screen. She changed the image of what it means to be a Hollywood star, proving that fame can coexist with purpose and beauty with depth. She has inspired millions to be braver, kinder, and more self-aware. Her story is not one of perfection, but of transformation. It is a reminder that even those who seem untouchable fight invisible battles. Jolie's life teaches us that compassion is power, and that the most beautiful stories often rise from pain. As she once said, "Different is good." When someone tells you that you are different, smile and hold your head up and be proud. And perhaps that is Angelina Jolie's true message to the world: to embrace who we are, to fight for what matters, and to never stop seeking light, even in the darkest places.